Good afternoon, students. Today's English class we will be doing adjectives, the kinds of adjectives, and degree of comparison. In the last session, we have completed. I just taught you all about adjectives and the kinds of adjectives. But today, once again, we will look into it so that those who are absent for the class can just go through what has been taught. What is the meaning of adjective? Adjective is nothing but it is an describing word. It describes a noun or a pronoun. For example, good, bad, hot, cold, tall, short, nice, beautiful, excellent. Okay, these are such words which describe a person. We even have describing words such as which goes into other category. We will be learning into this kinds of adjectives. We have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. We have cardinals such as first, second, third, fourth. Then we have words like some, few, much, many. Then we have words like this, that, these, those. And then we have again each, every, neither, and we have words as what, where, which. So these all we will be learning into kinds of adjectives. So the first type of adjective is adjective of quality. Second, quantity. Third, number. The fourth one, distributive. Fifth is demonstrative. And the last is interrogative. So these are the 6 kinds of adjectives: quality, quantity, number, distributive, demonstrative, and interrogative. Adjective of quality tells us about the qualities of a person. It describes examples: good, beautiful, then cold, hot, small, big, etc. etc. There are a number of words. Okay? It describes a person or a thing. If I say, I have a beautiful house. So the word beautiful is describing my house. House is a noun. So I say I have a beautiful house. So what type of house? Beautiful house. The garden looks so beautiful, or the garden looks very pretty. The word pretty tells us about the noun garden. It is describing the garden there. Pretty. She is sitting on a broken chair. The word broken, it is describing the chair there. So, broken. I have a red hat. What type of hat? Red. So the red color is describing the hat. So the words which describe all the nouns, the objects, comes under adjective of quality. Okay. Next we go to adjective of quantity. Adjective of quantity is nothing but it tells us about the quantity wherein we cannot count. For example, some, little, much. We don't know how much it is exactly, but we know that there is something. I have little water in my bottle. So you don't know how much water is there. It's not measured. Little. So the words such as some, little, much will tell us about the adjective of quantity. Some. I had some rice for lunch. Pack me some snacks on my way to Mumbai. Okay, so anything which tells you about the quantity, you don't know exactly how much it is, but you know that there is something or the quantity which you have it, little and much. Next, we go for adjective of number. Here you will come to know the exact number, that is countable. You can count. The same words you can use it in adjective of number. For example, if I write some, few, then numbers like 1, 2, then first, second, and so on. Now, these words, some, here also and here also. Okay, both the places we can use it. But here you don't know the exact quantity. I had some rice, you said. You cannot count, you have not counted that. But here you can count. Why? If I say there were some students sitting in the class. How many students? Few students. So here you need to ask a question, how many? You will get the answer. Here you are going to ask a question, how much? How much rice? You don't say how many rice. You don't know to count. And this is completely wrong. When you say how many rice you had, no. How much rice you had? I had little rice. Or I had some rice. How much water you drink? I drank little water. How many water we don't say. But when you are writing it here, adjective of number, you can count. There are two students playing on the ground. There were few passengers traveling in the train. I have some books in my bag. So the objects, the nouns which are countable, which you can count easily, will give you adjective of number. Then first, she stood first in the class. I was second in the queue. So first, second, third, fourth, and so on. These all also come under adjective of number. Then it is distributive. You are distributing the things among your friends, among your classmates, or to the teachers. Or teacher has given you something, she has given you a pile of books and she said distribute this to the students. So you are distributing those books to each and everybody. So the words here we use it each, every, neither. These are the words we use it for distributive. The principal distributed prizes to each student. Every student was cautioned about the punishment, you can say. Or every student was given instruction about the examination. Neither of the student brought the books to class, or neither of the student carried their lunch today. So here we are specifying on each and every student particular, or every person you say, because we are focusing on each, that is one. Okay, when we are talking about distributive, this shows the person or the thing taken one at a time. At a time, you are distributing one to each one. So, we are focusing this on each and every child or a student or a person or whatever it is. Next comes demonstrative. Demonstrative is nothing but you are showing something. You are demonstrating. This, for example, here, I'll show you. This is a key. I'm showing you. Okay. And this is a mobile phone. This. Then if I say that, I'm pointing out there outside, that is far away, that you cannot see. That is my car. It is parked outside the campus. That. When you are pointing out far off objects, you are showing something demonstrative. That time we say that for single, a single unit. And for plural, you use those. Those are the vehicles parked there. Those are the trees which are planted. Those are the saplings planted in the garden. Those are stars in the sky. So far off. When it is nearer, you say this. This is a yellow chalk. And again, I have three chalks in my hand now. These. You don't say this. These are colorful chalks. Got it? So this is something near you're showing. This is a blackboard. And if you say that is a notice board, that is a soft board, far off. These are the benches. If I'm showing this only one, this is a bench. These are the benches. So the words here we use is this, that, these, those. These are called demonstrative pronouns. Then we come to interrogative. This you have learned into sentences, into pronouns. This is something common. Interrogative tells you about the question mark in the sentence. That is asking a question. Which, where, what. Okay. The question form. This is used in formation of the question. Whose, which, where, and so on. Whose book is this? Or which is your place? Where did you go? It is a question. So all these words which are asking a question here will tell you about the interrogative adjectives. These adjectives are used in formation of question. Which car is yours? Okay. So here we have covered with all the 6 kinds of adjectives. I have not stressed much on this because this we have already learned prior. So this is just a brief explanation what I have given you. Adjective of quality, adjective of quantity, adjective of number, distributive adjectives, demonstrative adjectives, and interrogative adjectives. Is it clear till here? Shall we go to the next part now? Anything else you want to do it? Demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjective is only this, that, these, those. You don't say what. What comes again in the interrogative? It is a question. Okay? It is a question form. So now we will move on to the next, that is degree, that is comparison of adjectives. How many types are there? Comparison of adjectives. Can anyone tell me? Yes? How many degrees are there of comparison? Nobody? Degrees of comparison. No one? There are 3 degrees of comparison. Which are those? First is positive. Second is comparative. And the third is superlative. We have 3 degrees of comparison of adjectives. First is the positive, second is the comparative, third is the superlative. Now let us see what is the meaning of positive degree. The positive degree shows some quality and it is used when no comparison is made. In this, okay, there is only a quality shown in the sentence where there is no comparison. What is the meaning of comparison? When you compare two things or two persons. He is taller than me. She is shorter than me. You are comparing. Okay. Or you say this mobile is better than that. So you are comparing two things. So here there is no comparison. It shows only the quality. For example, here she is bold. Only the quality is shown about that girl. She. That means there is no comparison done here. One more I'll write here. This is the first one. Second one is what? He sings. 1 minute, I'll write it down. So example of this, I'll write it here. The first one, she is bold. Second, garden is beautiful. The word bold and the word beautiful. It is just describing a noun here, garden, and it is describing this girl, she. So there is no comparison done. Only it tells us about the quality of that particular object or about the person or about the place. That is about the noun. This is called as the positive degree. All the positive degrees. Tall, short, big, small. Then you can go for good, bad, old, new. Where there is no comparison done, only the quality is shown, that is called as the positive degree of the adjective. When you come to the next, that is the comparative degree. This is superlative. Yeah, right here. So that I can write the examples. Now, in comparative, there is a comparison. You compare two things or two people. As I told you, he is taller than me, she is shorter than me. The same sentence you can take. She is bold, he is bolder than me. Beautiful, that garden is more beautiful than this. Okay, when you compare two things or two people, that comes under this category. That is, we are comparing, comparative adjective. For example, here we use the words then, as. In the comparative degree, we use the word then and as. For example, Rahul is taller than Rohan. Rahul is taller than Rohan. Now here, taller than, we have made use of this word then. Tall, taller. Second, faster you can say. Seema runs faster than me. What did we do here? We have compared. Here also we are comparing Rahul and Rohan. Rahul is taller than Rohan. We have compared both of them, the heights of both of them. Here, Seema runs faster than me. Faster than. Fast is in the positive degree. Faster is in the comparative degree. So we have compared two people, that is me, myself and Seema. She runs faster than me. When you are comparing two things, two people, two objects, it comes under comparative degree. Clear? Now we move on to the superlative degree. Superlative degree is the third degree. I mean, the first is positive, second comparative, and the third is the superlative degree. Now, superlative degree is the greatest degree, we say. It is used to compare more than two things. Here we have used only two people or two things, two objects. But in the superlative degree, we use more than two. For example, the same sentence will say now, Rahul is taller than Rohan. So, maybe somebody else is taller than Rahul or the tallest in the class. I will write it here. Riya is the tallest in the class. So, what did we do here? In the class means she has been compared to everybody, more than two people or more than two students. So tallest, we use the word the in the superlative degree. The tallest, the smallest, the biggest, the mightiest. But for few, we use most. For example, when you say beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Intelligent, we don't say intelligenter or intelligentest. That is wrong. He is intelligent. She is intelligent, more intelligent than him. And maybe one name you can take is the same Rahul. Rahul is the most intelligent among all. Or Rahul is the most intelligent boy in the class. So, few words we add more and most. Rest, maximum words are added with ER and then EST. Tall, taller, tallest. Big, bigger, biggest. Small, smaller, smallest. Old, older, oldest. Okay. So, this degree, superlative degree, we use the word the with the adjective here. The tallest. The biggest. My house is the biggest in the city or in our colony. One more example I'll give you. You're only right. Pooja is the best dancer. Now this superlative degree, best. What is the positive degree of that? The first word, positive, good. When you are comparing, it becomes better. And the last is best. You don't say good, gooder and goodest. No. We say good, she is good. He is better than her. And then she is the best among all. So good, better, best. The same we call for bad also. Bad, worse, worst. Okay. So you need to know about the adjectives and how the changes take place when you are changing them to superlative, from superlative to positive, from positive to comparative, from comparative to again superlative. These all changes you have to keep it in mind. Which words we use? We use them in the comparative. We use the in the superlative. And positive, it is just a plain sentence without these words, but it has only quality. It has no comparison done. Here the comparison is done only among between two things or two people. Here the comparison is done with more than two. many. Understood? So here we have covered with adjectives, kinds of adjectives, and then these are the degrees of comparisons. 3 degrees of comparison: positive, comparative, and superlative. Have you understood the concept? Any doubt? Anything you have to ask? Yes? If not, then we will go for exercise solving. If you don't have doubt, if you have followed what I have taught, then we can go for few exercises wherein you can solve. Shall we go for exercise solving? Yes? Okay. I will put up few sentences. You have to tell me where is the adjective here and in which degree it is. Okay. Ritu is older than her sister. Next, Paris is the most intelligent boy in the class. Next, my father told me the most beautiful story. Next, he is good in mathematics. The next, Suresh is wiser than Ramesh. The last one, Priya ate a sweet mango. Okay. These are the 6 sentences which I have put up on the board. You need to tell me where is the adjective and which are the degrees of comparison in this. I guess I have put on the chat box. Okay, very good Sumit, very good Sandhya. So in the first sentence, older than, you are comparing two people here, Ritu and sister. So it is comparative degree. In the second sentence here, the most, as I told you, the most intelligent. This is the last degree, that is the superlative degree, because Paras is the most intelligent boy in the class. So it is to more than 2 students in the class. So here this is superlative degree. Then the next, my father told me the most beautiful story. So again here the most, superlative degree. He is good in mathematics. Here there is no comparison done. We are only showing the quality here. That is good. This is positive. Suresh is wiser than Ramesh. Wiser. Here we are comparing again two people, Suresh and Ramesh. So it is comparative. And then last, Priya ate a sweet mango. In this sentence also there is no comparison done. Here it is only the adjective which is shown, that is sweet. Again it is a positive. So here I will write it on top. This is comparative. This is superlative. Again this is superlative. This is positive. This is again comparative and this is positive. Have you understood? Any doubts, children? Anything you want to ask me? Anything you have not followed, not understood? Yes? Clear? Okay, so here we complete our chapter, that is about adjectives, kinds of adjectives and degrees of comparison. In the next class, we will be doing it some other topic. Till then, whatever exercises are there in your pull out practice paper, please try to solve it. Those who don't have, I will click and send you in the app so that you can start solving. Previously also I have sent many worksheets. I have clicked and sent. I hope you all have solved those. Before the scrutiny, you all have to complete all the worksheets what has been sent to you all. Don't keep anything pending. Try to complete it as early as possible. Clear? Any doubts now? Okay. Then this was the end of the chapter, adjective.